Now this door is nearly installed. I still have to shim and screw this side, but the door latch holes do not line up with the strike plate holes. Look at the cutout for the latch plate. See how low my finger is? That's in the center of the hole. Look how badly this cut is made in the Jamb. First of all, it doesn't even fit properly, but that's all the way forward. That's how it came from the factory. Now let's check this one. Deadbolt. Oh yeah. See, that's not going to work at all. In fact, it would have to be here. This is where it belongs, right here. I just can't believe they would send something like that. And this one has to be right about here for it to line up with the door. Look at where that top screw is going to go, right into the hole. They don't see a problem with that. I'm going to try this. I picked up some JB Weld Quick Wood, and this is basically an epoxy putty. And it actually mentions door frames, and it says it can be sanded, drilled, or tapped. And I'm going to start over. I'm going to get that staple out of there from the back, but we're going to fill this in completely, and we're going to start fresh and see if the Jamb is strong enough with this to make new holes. I hope it works. This is what it looks like out of the tube. I cut it in half to start with a small piece, and I'm working it together. Thoroughly knead putty with fingers to a uniform color. Press putty firmly into the surface to be repaired.
Easy.
I don't know if it's going to fill this part up okay or not. They say firmly. Doesn't it look like candy?
Mm-hmm. Looks like a cowtail candy.
This one's a little more tricky though because there's no back to it, you know?
Yeah.
Just wanted to show you guys that these are dry. So they're very hard. And now I'm going to try to smooth them out just to level them off, and we'll mark out our new holes and we'll start seeing what we can do. I might go ahead and get my door hardware mounted on the door so that I can make sure and double check that the holes line up over here in the right spot when I drill these out. Here's the problem, guys. My door hardware needs to be set into the door. We're going to be routing this out. Well, guys, I got them close enough. Now, part of the problem is it's not just painted, but it has some kind of thick coating on it, and that thick coating flakes off. Made it really hard to chisel out, but we're going to get these screwed in, and hopefully they look okay, and we can just clean that up later with some caulk.
Let me get this up.
Now, before I start drilling away here, I just want to show you guys how far off the original cutout was to where I need my plate. I'm going to start by drilling it out with a 1-inch Forstner bit. I'm going to drill this one. I'm going to try to drill the deadbolt. We'll get our bore set, and then we'll chisel. Now the deadbolt is a little more tricky because this plastic insert goes in there to kind of pretty it up because it's going to be a deep hole in the wood. So I'm going to try to drill 2 holes to create that oval shape. So let me tell you about this door. Recently we installed this door and it had a material defect in that the jamb cutouts for the latches were cut in the wrong place. They were about 3/8 of an inch or more too high. And the door hardware wasn't going to work, wasn't going to latch. So I reached out to Stanley Doors regarding the warranty and I told them the problem. I sent them pictures and they agreed that the jamb was cut wrong and they were in the wrong spot. But then they continued to downplay the situation and say 20 minutes with a chisel, it's easy, you'll get it fixed. I tried explaining to them that it's not that easy because when you drop the plates down, the screws don't have anything to grip into because you'll be going into where the hole is bored. And also that you're going to have these ugly spaces because you're putting the plate down. You have to fill it all in and start over. I tried explaining that all to them. The guy told me that he's not here to argue and that he knows doors and that he's been in this business a long time. He got pretty rude with me. And I said, no, I'm not trying to argue. I'm just trying to explain the situation. But he insisted that he knew better and 20 minutes with the chisel is all it takes to get it done. He offered me 25 bucks, which I didn't accept yet. But that's all, 25 bucks for my trouble. Over $500 door that came defective, and they admit is defective. And he said, well, you can return it. That was the other option. Return it, take the 25 bucks. I don't know. Customer service could have been a lot better. That's all I'll say on that. Well guys, I took a little break. Now it's getting late, but I'm going to try to wrap this up. I got these all cut out. I mean, they look good. I'm really happy with how this wood putty is holding up. I can chisel it, I can drill it, I can do everything. It's not flaking out, it's not breaking away from the wood. It's solid, it's doing exactly what I needed to do, and I'm really impressed with it. Well guys, it's once again a new day. This project is taking me a few days, as you can tell. And I'm glad I'm not doing a how-to because I'm all over the place with the camera and the filming and it's done. Last night I came out here and I finished attaching all the door hardware. That looks really good. We got the plates on the door jamb. This is how it came out. You can see, I'll show you the close-up so that you guys know I'm not hiding anything. It's not perfect. I did have some chip out here because I was using poor chiseling techniques, so I have some chip out, but that's easy. I can tape this with some masking tape and just put a little bit of caulk on there before we paint and it'll blend right away. And that's just ink over here. This looks worse than it is. It's just some markings on there, but just clean that up with some paint. This one came out pretty good. This spot was here. I just didn't hole fill it very good. Again, a little bit of caulk and some paint and that will look good. You can see we got our door hardware on, and the best part of all, it works. So I am happy that that worked. Never used that putty before and it is perfect. I mean, it did the trick. So if you ever need to refill a jamb or rework wood, I would definitely try that wood putty out. So in the end, we're happy with the door and we're able to get it fixed and we can put it behind us. This is the last exterior door that we had to install in this house. So hopefully we won't have to deal with these kind of problems for a while. But I'm just glad we found a solution and got it fixed up and I was able to share it with you guys. So thanks for watching and until next time, take care.